This News Update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Wednesday, April the 15th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that a local attorney at law has been disbarred. He is Thorold Fields, who will no longer be able to practice law in this country. The Court of Appeal disbarred him this morning. Back in 2008, Fields was charged with stealing money from Patricia Simpson of London, England between 2006 and 2008. The money included 5,000 Barbados dollars, 20,000 pounds sterling, and another 112,000 pounds sterling. The court ordered Fields to repay 601,000 Barbados dollars with 8% interest from October 2008 until the judgment is satisfied. Police have made a breakthrough in a recent spate of robberies and burglaries. 4 young men have been caught. One who appeared in court yesterday has been put behind bars for 2 years and 6 months. He is 34-year-old Kurt Francis of no fixed place of abode. Francis, who was facing 7 counts of robbery, 2 counts of burglary, and 2 of theft, pleaded guilty to all except 1 of the burglary charges, which was indictable. 2 of the men, both 23-year-olds, were due to appear in court today to answer to a total of 12 charges, including robbery, assault with intent to rob, and theft. They are James Sandyford and Damien Griffith of Mearsland, Richmond, St. Michael. Sandyford was one of the men featured in a video released by the police force where 2 men were seen walking past a store entrance. The other man is still at large. Police have also charged 49-year-old Carlisle Miller, a fisherman of College Savannah, St. John, in connection with Sunday's seizure of 500 pounds of cannabis. Miller has been remanded to jail until May the 12th. Financial consultant and regulator Osborne Nurse is warning that unless issues surrounding CLICO life insurance are resolved, the island's insurance industry will not grow. Nurse, a former advisor to the Trinidad and Tobago Central Bank and consultant to that country's government on matters relating to the collapse of CLICO, said that despite a small rise in Barbados' insurance industry's profitability in 2013, it is yet to return to the hundreds of millions gained in earlier years. He said this is because of a lack of confidence in the industry and blamed it squarely on unresolved matters involving CIL Barbados.
Indications on the recovery in industry profitability have not yet emerged. Industry profitability increased from $39 million in 2012 to $97 million in 2013, but that is still significantly smaller value than the $246 million earned in 2011. It is clear that confidence in the insurance sector will not likely reach pre-2009 levels in the context of the still sluggish growth of the economy and the as yet unresolved matters relating to the insurance portfolio of CIL.
The Central Bank of Barbados is painting a bleak picture of sugar's contribution to this country's overall economy. The latest data from the bank shows a consistent downward trend, with earnings moving from $13.7 million in 2009 to $6.4 million last year. The bank's first quarter economic review released yesterday is estimating revenue of $1.6 million for the first 3 months of this year, compared to $2 million for the same period last year. In fact, the report reveals that sugar is now only making an average contribution to GDP of 0.7%. In an effort to save the sector from collapse, government has secured a loan of $250 million to invest in a Barbados cane industry restructuring project that will include the construction of a multi-purpose sugar factory at Andrews in St. Joseph. Meanwhile, Bank Governor Dr. Delisle Worrell is reporting declines in other productive sectors.
During the first quarter, retained imports are estimated to have fallen by 12%, with fuel costs down 42%, food and beverage imports down 4%, and capital goods imports down 6%. For January and February, exports of chemicals and food and beverages declined 2% and 18%, while rum exports were at the same level as in 2014. Construction output fell by 2%, while the distribution, non-sugar agriculture, and manufacturing sectors remained unchanged. At the end of March, the sugar harvest had not yet started.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
A test of character, a test of focus, a test of will, a test of resilience, a test of courage. Barbados, the test is on. West Indies, England, May 1st at the Mecca. Tickets $30, $40, $50, and $60. It's on.
Are you Barbados is on?
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Barbados, are you ready for Movado?
She says our destiny, she get next to me.
FAS Entertainment presents the Digicel Reggae Beach Party, Sunday, April 19th, at the all-new Reggae Island from 3 p.m. Featuring the new sensation, Gully Bob,
Every girl want to walk off
Popcorn, the return of Movado, plus Lead Pipe and Status, Brutal, Kurt Brown, Mad Dog, Peter Ram, Celebrity Face, Lady Essence, Stiffy, Mole, and Slims. MC Jamar the Star. The Digicel Reggae Beach Party, Sunday, April 19th, at the all-new Reggae Island, Pierhead Lane, Lower Bay Street, from 3 p.m. It begins here.
Welcome back with news from the region now that Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown is assuring the country that although there is still an uphill battle as it relates to the ongoing drought situation, his government will ensure that water is accessible to all. Minister Brown says remedial measures have been put in place to assist with the situation. He adds that an additional reverse osmosis plant has been obtained and will be utilized in various areas. Further, the Prime Minister notes that one has been placed in English Harbour to accommodate the yachts that dock at the harbours in that area. The Prime Minister is confident that the country will be in good standing within the coming months.
We have gotten the Stanford facility on stream. We have repaired several of the plants that were not working. And I have to tell you, we are also purchasing additional reverse osmosis plant. In fact, English Harbour will become fully sustainable by June of this year in water from reverse osmosis. That is our commitment to the people. And I assure you that within the next 18 months, no later than 24 months, Antigua and Barbuda will become fully sustainable in terms of its water supply.
And finally, on the international scene, we are hearing that Ramadi could fall within hours to ISIS militants who have been gaining ground in recent days. One local official says it's unclear how much longer the Iraqi army can hold out. More in this CNN story.
We've been speaking to the Deputy Provincial Head, Falih Al-Aisawi, who is inside the city of Ramadi at this stage, giving out a very dire warning about the situation there. ISIS forces, it seems, early this morning, managing to enter the outskirts of the city of Ramadi from the east. This now means that ISIS is fighting on the east. ISIS advanced from the north, taking over 3 towns on the outskirts there over the weekend. The routes to the south already blocked off. The city basically under siege except for the western portion. It's the time for the United States to truly prove that it is an ally of Iraq.
And that's our Barbados Today afternoon update. But you can join us again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? #sexy.